You said you spoke to Conservative associations across the country and, quote, when you ask them, do you really, and I don't want to make this too personal, but do you really feel that this is the person, talking about Boris Johnson, that you want engaging with the detail of the future of your health and education system? Is this the person you want writing the instructions to the nuclear submarines? I trust Conservative members to arrive at the correct answer. My question to you is, would you trust Boris Johnson writing the instructions to the nuclear submarines?
I think, Eddie, I'm avoiding your question. I'm going to duck your question.
But it's a question you're asking other people to consider.
That's true. Well, and it's not me that's going to make that decision. It's the Conservative members going to make the decision.
Well, you're one of them. Why won't you answer the question you're posing?
Well, Eddie, I'm standing, and what I mean by standing is that I believe that I am the person who is best suited to take Britain through this crisis.
But you can't say whether you trust Boris Johnson to write the instructions to the nuclear submarines, a question you yourself have posed of others.
Because you're asking me to criticise my opponent in the race, and I think it would be undignified.
I'm asking you to give an opinion on a question you yourself have asked.
Eddie, implicit in it is that I believe, and I have to say this without sounding too arrogant, that I would make a better Prime Minister.
Do you trust him
Boris.
or not?
That's why
on that point
I'm
that
standing.
you raised.
So, Eddie, the question of whether or not the Conservative members will trust Boris Johnson is up for them.
Well, what about you?
I feel very strongly that people should trust me.
Even though you won't answer a question you posed?
Eddie, let me try this again. You're tempting me to continue to attack my opponent.
No, I'm tempting you to answer a question you've asked other people to consider. Now, why on earth won't you just... I don't know what you I genuinely don't know what you think. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. And I really just want to hear what you think.
Okay, well, what I think is that I am better placed to get into the details of health and education policy. I am somebody that you could trust to represent Britain on the international stage.
I get that. I get
diplomat
that.
of my life.
But what about the man?
And that I could be trusted more than the other candidates in this race.
What should people make of your reluctance to answer this question that you yourself have asked other people to consider?
Why am I reluctant to answer it? Because
what should they make of your reluctance?
What they should make of it, Eddie, is that I'm trying to make this a debate insofar as I can. And it's very difficult to do because I'm standing against other people, so I have to try to explain politely why I think I would be better at the job than they are. But equally, I don't wish to attack my opponents and get drawn too much into a divisive politics, because really my whole message to the country is we need to come together, we need to unite. I want people to work together. And so yes, we must talk about principles, yes, we must raise those questions, but hammering on about those questions doesn't really sit with the other thing that I'm trying to do, which is to say we have so much in common, and the reason we can be so much a better country, so much a happier country, is because I think Britain is at its very best when it compromises and comes together rather than divides.